I move on, and I will give floor to the distinguished representative of Republic of Korea. You have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Co-Chair. At the outset, allow me to join other delegations in extending our congratulations on your election as co-chairs, together with the Ambassador of Thailand of this important PrepCom. Madam Co-Chair, I'm pleased to be here today as we seek to share important knowledge and experience on disaster reduction. There are those who consider the cost associated with disaster risk reduction to be money ill-spent. In fact, I can think of a few wiser and more necessary investment for our future than adequately preparing for inevitable situations and the conditions of emergency. According to the World Bank, for every $1 spent in disaster reduction, we benefit from a 7-fold savings in damage cost. In my view, this represents the essence and the core concept of disaster risk reduction efforts. The Hyogo Framework for Action, adopted in 2005, resulted in tremendous progress on the disaster risk reduction front at the global, regional, and the national levels. Needless to say, work by international organizations such as UNISDR has been essential to this progress, and their efforts are greatly appreciated. Improvement in the risk reduction systems and the disaster risk assessment, strengthening of high-tech warning systems, and the enhanced capacity building for effective disaster response are just some of the remarkable achievements. By contrast, of the 5 HFA priorities, the reduction of underlying risk factors and the decentralization of responsibilities and the resources between the national, local levels have been pointedly lagging. Establishing standardized monitoring systems and the pooling of resource funding are also facing serious hurdles. Taking this opportunity, the Republic of Korea would like to highlight the 3 priority areas that we propose to be included in the post-HFA. First, we must achieve a fundamental reduction of the underlying risk factors, with special attention paid to developing countries. This effort will involve creating links between development and the disaster reduction programs, whereas developed countries display favorable conditions for building this resilience. The limitations are much more apparent in developing countries. Most developing countries desperately need assistance from the international community to establish mechanisms and build capacity. Since poverty greatly amplifies the effects of natural disasters, we need to include the disaster risk reduction issues in the post-2015 Global Development Agenda, currently under discussion at the United Nations. Second, in order to build societal resilience, there needs to be active participation and involvement from not just the current government, central government, but all stakeholders that should include local government, local communities, and the civil society. At the strategic planning level, adopting a whole-of-society approach is key. Promoting public-private partnerships is also crucial. In particular, technology sharing and transfer on disaster risk management should be improved at global and regional levels. Third, we need to set up a monitoring system in order to strengthen accountability in disaster reduction. Standardized indicators would be essential element in an effective system monitoring framework. Also, we must work to harmonize the different monitoring systems that exist across countries. In this regard, working together to create a monitoring system that utilizes the Busan Global Partnership indicators can provide meaningful first steps. Bearing in mind these 3 priority areas, the Republic of Korea continues to undergo extensive and overarching reforms of its disaster and safety management system based on lessons learned from HFA implementation. We are delineating roles and responsibilities across government agencies in order to mainstream disaster risk reduction into socio-economic development planning and programs. Importantly also, we are encouraging private sector actors to develop their own business continuity plans. Korea has been supporting disaster risk reduction activities of developing countries through knowledge and technology sharing in this regard, including assistance for UNISDR Northeast Asia Office and the Global Education and Training Institute. The Republic of Korea is ready to share all interested parties the lessons learned and looks forward to discussing ways to further improve disaster risk reduction. Thank you, Madam Co-Chair.
I thank you, Representative of Republic of Korea. Thank you very much.